Hey, how you going? My name's Ryan Misner, and for my sport management and development vodcast, I decided to choose well-known Australian soccer player Tim Cahill. I selected Tim Cahill because he's had a massive influence on me, not only as a person, but as an aspiring soccer player growing up. He's been proven to be an unbelievable role model and has shown tremendous hard work and toil to be where he is. Being an autobiography, Tim was the author, published by HarperPublishers, and he gave it the title Legacy, which was released in late November of 2015. So quickly, I'll be taking a look at Tim's rise, starting at grassroots level, explaining his rise to stardom and outlining how he as an athlete has had an effect on sports delivery systems. I'll be also looking at sports development, the format of the competitions and organisations Tim has taken part in, and also his top 10 achievements as an athlete. So, Shilbury defines sport delivery systems as identifying the key agencies of sport, which are government, advocacy, education, health and media, as well as commerce, that support individual participants in their chosen sport at whatever level they are able to achieve it. Knowing this, Tim grew up in a Samoan household, meaning that there was an emphasis on him playing a form of rugby in his younger years. That was the influence of his British father that directed him in the path of football. We know he was a football player, also playing futsal as a younger kid, but they are the sports, mostly soccer, that he is known for. So, knowing this, sport development, as per the Week 3 lecture, is described as being concerned with creating pathways for people to progress in sport, from learning early foundation skills to achieving the highest levels of excellence. So we can see here Tim starting off at Balmain Tigers in the western suburbs of Sydney, partaking in regional sporting organisations throughout his younger years, working his way up to representative level, extended regional level, through all these teams, playing in state competitions before making the bridge to proper professional football in England with Millwall Football Club. So now Tim's top 10 achievements in my views are honestly extraordinary, nothing short of unbelievable. Starting at number 10, I'll work my way down to what I believe is Tim's number one achievement throughout his soccer career. You can see here from this list, we've got different accomplishments that range from signing for Everton in 2004, Everton being a hugely successful and well-known football club in England, which are highly regarded. For an Australian player growing up to play in England and to play for these football teams was a massive achievement, so that had to be there. Ranging from being Everton's player of the season, being an FA Cup final running-up, as a runner-up, being the first Australian player to score a goal at a World Cup finals, which is absolutely unbelievable, to winning the Asian Cup in the second spot, and also scoring the most goals for the Socceroos, which is 48 goals in over 90 appearances, which is truly brilliant, considering it's an absolute achievement just to pull on the green and gold shirt, let alone play once for Australia, but score 48 goals and become the nation's highest goal scorer means that Tim Cahill, after he retires, may possibly go down as Australia's greatest football player. So now, moving on to the formats of the competition Tim has partaken in. This will be shown here. So he's also been involved in double round robin competitions, this being shown in the Premier League, in the English Championship with Millwall, and also the Chinese Super League, where Tim played in the latter stages of his career at Shanghai Shenhua. All these competitions have this setup where you'll play all the teams, usually home and away, until the person with the most points who finishes on top will be deemed the winner. Other formats Tim has taken part in are the round robin eliminations that Tim would have taken part in a World Cup, Confederations Cup, and also an Asian Cup, where it begins with a round robin. You'll be playing every team, and it will slowly move into an elimination phase where straight away he'll be knocked out. Tim throughout his career has also been in elimination rounds, this being seen in, which is back then known as the Carling Cup, now the EFL Cup, where teams from England, where he played for Millwall and Everton, would have been knocked out had they lost. There was no second chances given. You were not playing everyone in the competition. You had one chance and it was almost do or die. So this was shown in the Carling Cup then, and also the FA Cup that Tim's teams in England, Millwall and Everton, had taken part in. So the formats of competition and organisation that Tim's been a part of. So as a reflection, Tim has had sport development and delivery systems contribute hugely to his success, where he's begun his career playing in junior, regional, local teams, slowly and gradually moving his way up to state and representative honours before taking the plunge to England, where from there he's had a hugely successful career, not only playing for big teams in England, China, in America in the MLS, and also the amount of games and goals he's had for Australia. As a whole, the book was fairly smooth and easy to read, and I felt delivery systems, especially in the early part of the book, had a massive role and influence on Tim to start him off to where he was, to eventually bring him to where he ended up. So to reflect, they had a massive role. Tim has had a hugely successful career. Will go down as possibly one of the greatest players to not only head a ball but also put the Australian colours on. So this brings me to conclude. Thank you for listening to my sport management and development podcast on Tim Cahill's legacy book. That's all. Thank you.